I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know where to put this. Wet my beauty blender. Clean my beauty blender. Hey guys, it's Jen. Hey guys, it's been a long time. So lots has been going on in my life. I moved back home with my parents and I'm working 1.5 million hours a week. So all my hobbies have kind of taken a back, or kind of put it on the shelf. But today we're gonna take one of my favorite hobbies off the shelf and we're gonna talk about makeup. So as you can tell, I don't have makeup on. My skin looks like shit. It looks really bad. I'm sorry, there's a beauty blender delivery. Thank you. Thanks for calling me a boy. Oh. Delivery boy, she looks just like a beauty blender. Thank you so much though. Back to it, my skin looks like shit. I would be sad about it, but I'm not that sad about it. It's not fun to have really bad skin, but I'm seeing a dermatologist starting last December. She put me on medication last December and it completely cleared my skin. By April, I was loving life, glowy skin, clear, not so oily. And then I didn't have time to see her again because I went on a trip to Europe, which is amazing. So having not seen her, I didn't get a repeat prescription and my skin went back to being even worse than it ever was. And it's left me with a lot of scarring and it's scarred my life. Okay, well, that's really dramatic. So I went back to her in September and she put me on the same medication along with another one that Katie the group, Luster Lux uses. I don't know if I should be happy that I use the same drug as a YouTuber, but I am. I feel special. So the medication I'm on right now is Spironolactone as well as Doxycycline. And Doxycycline's the one that I used before and got my skin really clear, but it does take a while because you're trying to heal your acne from the inside out, and obviously that's going to take time. So back to my main point. My skin looks like crap, but I'm not so sad about it because I know it's going to get better and it's not the end of the world to have acne. It's really not. There are worse things. Back to makeup. So I wanted to show you guys my favorites from the past like 6 months because the last time I uploaded was in April. Some things are actually the same. I've become kind of a creature of habit and I really love the products that I've been using lately and have been really dedicated to them. Without further ado, because we just talked about drugs for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna start by moisturizing my face. This is a cocktail that I actually made. I put it in a Lush pot. I keep my makeup in this sparkly box and it's just a Bessie Johnson's shoebox. Sparkly box, lots of makeup. Okay, I just think it's so cute. And then this is where I keep all the makeup that I use, like immediate and not so immediate. My whole routine is in here and also random things. They're all makeup, obviously. So I've been very into like natural vibes and my makeup style hasn't really changed a lot in the last 6 months. I just want my skin to look very dewy and even and just, I want to look really radiant and highlighted. Same foundation as before. It's the basically no coverage Makeup Forever water blend. And this color has, I got it because it was dark and it's gonna bronze my skin a little, but it's starting to get too dark. I'm gonna hold this. I only put about 2 pumps into my hand and then I massage it into my skin with my hands. It's not really like, is she leaving? Is she staying? Is she going? This foundation isn't at all a coverage thing. It evens out the texture. It's more of a primer for me. And I do my concealing with a concealer how I think people who have made these products intended it to be. Okay, I don't know if she's leaving. Like, this girl keeps walking by. I can wear it even if it's really dark and like have it just be a little bit of a tint that bronzes me up. And it doesn't look really dumb. It gives this beautiful sheen. I don't know if you can see it, but it just looks like the healthiest luminous moisturizer. I use a touch of my MAC Strobe Cream in Goldlite. And I'm just gonna put this on the high points of my face. It's not gonna highlight me, but it's gonna help my actual highlighters stick to my face. Do I look like a grease ball yet? Tarte Shape Tape. Awesome. It's incredible. I didn't want to believe that it was that good, but I love it. And I'm beating myself up for it. So I have the shades Light Sand and Medium, and I'm always going to be somewhere between these. I made sure to get shades that were nice and yellow because I do have a yellow olive undertone. Medium is always going to be a little dark on me. Light Sand's always going to be a little light, but I prefer that way. I can always customize. I go straight from the doe foot because I'm using this on myself. I start with my medium because I'm still trying to like cheat this tan that I have. And like I said, I don't cover anything with my foundation. So I'm really relying on my concealer to at least blur everything. I'm going to take my Light Sand. I kind of just dot Light Sand next to it. I don't under eye conceal. I have dark circles, but I don't seem to have the same urgency as everybody else to like cover them up. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I have freckles. I don't want to cover my freckles because they look muddy, and if I cover my under eye area in like any capacity, it's gonna mud up my freckles. I'm using a brush just to press it into my skin, not really buffing it away. Oh, and I have this breakout in my brow. But yeah, I just want my skin to look like skin. I'm gonna take it on my nostrils, not on my nostrils, underneath. Here, I actually have a breakout here. Really cute, huh? You think I look sexy? Then I go in with my trusty beauty blender. I'm just pressing everything in, making sure there are no harsh lines. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Are you going to sleep? Okay. While everything's wet, I'm going to set it with my color products. My bronzer and contour and like my blush product and my highlight. I like to put that on my unset skin and then set my skin afterwards. So first I'm going to go in with Anastasia's blush or contour powder in L'Orange and try to get a very small amount on my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm just patting it on my cheeks, so above where I'd contour, yeah, below where I'd highlight. This is just going to give my skin an incredible amount of warmth without really bronzing me yet. Recently I picked up MAC Give Me Sun. I'm using the same brush and going underneath where I just blushed with L'Orange. I'm not really contouring with it, but I am shaping in a very wide kind of area. Get some balance going on. This is straight gold and it's super reflective, and I've hit pan. Oh, it's so pretty, and it's the only gold that I've ever been able to wear on my skin tone. I'm literally cutting my cheekbone, and I'm trying to avoid these two breakouts that so conveniently decided to sprout on my highlight line. And then I take a little bit above my brow, which is gonna add to the luminosity of the look. Cupid's bow chin. There's like barely anything left on the brush, so I'm adding more. I really load up on my nose. Like anything through the center of the face that's gonna draw your attention to the nose and eyes and eyebrows. That's gonna take away from whatever scarring or acne you have going on. I'm taking a little more of that same product and applying it more loosely. I'm not even looking. Honestly, I just feel it out. It doesn't really matter where it goes. It just, Patentpolish lip pencils, I never would have picked this up, ever. Like, I wouldn't have chosen it, but I got it for free, and I actually really like it. Run it through the center of my lips. It just looks very hydrated and pretty, in my opinion. It's the Bare Minerals, the Generation Nude Matte Lipsticks in the shade Om. I love this so much. It makes your lips look so big, and it's the perfect nude for me. I love it. Okay, good night. I love you. Oh, your lips. For eyebrows, I'm using the same thing as I always use. It's the Anastasia Dip Brow in medium brown, and I actually got the Anastasia 7B brush, and I think this is so essential. It creates the tiniest little hair strokes. I've never seen a brush that has such a thin point to it, and I absolutely love it. It's synthetic and just awesome. So I start near the front, but not at the very front. And I do downward strokes to mimic hairs because I don't have eyebrows. When I'm not yammering on forever and ever, this is actually a very quick makeup routine. And it just makes you look so naturally defined and refined. But yeah, I really like this brush, and I really like Dip Brow. I think Anastasia is just untouchable in the brow game. If I'm doing something a little glossier on my eyes, I'll actually go in with my MAC Deeply Dashing. You could use Urban Decay's Moon Dust eyeshadows. Those will give you a very similar amount of shine, but I just have this one on me, and I really love it. I always use my fingers. My favorites to use on my eyes are this one, which I'll literally just pack on with my fingers, but not have it be opaque, and then I'll blend it into the crease with another clean finger. I use that, or Urban Decay's Beware eyeshadow, which I absolutely love. I used it in my last video and use it every single day that I don't use this one. I'm kind of just taking this up almost all the way up to the brow. This sheen, because it's got glitter in it, really fine glitter that reflects a lot of light. And I'm taking it on a brush and just being super messy with it. Sometimes I'll use that and I'll curl my lashes and like leave it. Or sometimes I'll put a gloss on my eye, and I don't tend to use lip glosses for this. I tend to use castor oil. I put some castor oil in this little dropper, and I drop some onto my hand. And I use a finger, kind of massage it into my hand, just so I have a very little amount on my finger. A little bit of gloss and dew on the eye will do the same thing as it does your face. It distracts and it makes your skin look really healthy and gorgeous. I'm grabbing the same highlighter I used on my face, a pencil brush, and putting it in the inner corner. I put rose water, yes, in this little Smashbox tube thing, and I just put the brush down on my clear soap. And then that's what I do instead of using Fix Plus or wetting my spoolie. Typically do this right after Dip Brow, so I don't know why I left this to now. I'm just giving them lots of texture, so it looks like they're real. I'm gonna attempt to put a little mascara on because I don't know. This is Covergirl Clump Crusher. I really like this one. It just gives very clean volume. And I've still got that hole in my eyelashes. It's been 6 months. Like, are you ever gonna grow? It's not as bad. There are some lashes that have grown in. There's still a space that refuses to grow. And my bottom lashes, yeah, like, this look is so darn simple. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up using such, like, falling into such a simple routine, but I think this just suits me best. I look at pictures from before, even when I was doing it and I had clear skin, and I look at pictures of me like recently where I don't have clear skin, and I somehow prefer what I'm doing now. I think I look healthier, and I don't know, it's, the makeup used to wear me, and then now I'm wearing the makeup and it just really is enhancing all the right things in my opinion. I don't know, that got really deep. I look really washed out in there. I'm gonna use Milani Luminoso with a really loosely packed, what are these called? Synthetic brushes. I really like this luminous look, and it's a very healthy amount of color. I feel like that's enough. I feel like that's enough for me to walk out the door and feel very confident that, like, people aren't gonna be staring at my acne because A, it's mostly covered, and B, if you see my highlight, you're going to be blind. There's no seeing anything after seeing my highlight. I really do like a caramel nude matte lip. I tend to put a little on and then really use my finger to finesse the product around. That's what it looks like, and it makes my skin look more tan in my opinion, and makes my eyes pop a lot more. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and yeah, you know how awkward I am. That's not new. Please let me know what you thought of this video and the look, and what your favorite products are in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram, let's be friends.